And so now you're mayor and you're leading the city, and we've had a crazy 4 years.
We've had a rough time over the last couple of years. I mean, from Pratt, our mass shooting.
Henry Pratt.
Where unfortunately 5 workers in the city of Aurora lost their life, to a fellow worker that decided he wanted to bring a gun to work, was disgruntled and killed people. 5 police officers shot seriously, where, they were hanging on for their lives. One that lost an eye. And just having to deal with being thrust on the national stage and joining so many cities around the country who were dealing with that same, unfortunate and evil circumstance, and just being put in a position where it was up to me and my team to give us hope that we're going to be okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to remain strong, Aurora Strong. We're going to make it out of this, and we're not going to let local terrorists determine our future and how we're going to react.
Nor live in fear.
Or live in fear, exactly right. And, we got through that. And then a year later, we got COVID, which is a pandemic that affected the whole world, where our country just came to a screeching halt. And that includes our city, where everything stopped. Our stores that we rely on for revenue so we can pay our police officers and firemen closed. Our theaters and entertainment that we rely on closed. Everything that we've known just stopped and then on pause. But the whole time, we still have these employees, these police and firemen that need to be paid, and these city workers. And I had to balance all that. How do we survive? And then in the middle of that, there was a social unrest because of the murder of George Floyd. And even though that was 3 states away, that it affected us right here locally. It affected the whole country.
Rocked the nation.
Rocked the nation, Even outside of internationally, there were people that were protesting. But here in this country, they protested throughout this nation. And it showed up on the doorsteps of the city of Aurora. Mm-hmm. And I watched as these people that turned into looters destroyed this downtown that we worked so hard over the last 4 years to build. And I just saw it as drones flew over, and we were able to watch some of the activity on cameras. They burned up police cars and destroyed businesses and just wrecked what we worked so hard to build. And I feel like Aurora's is my responsibility as the leader, as the mayor. So it hit me personally and affected my heart. So in one sense, I recognize why people are protesting, and not just to George Floyd and every other African-American that has been senselessly killed after that. But it has to be peaceful protest, like Dr. King marched, made sure that it was peaceful. But we recovered from that quickly, similar to how we recovered from Pratt. And we'll never forget what happened to those 5 souls that aren't with us, and those 5 police officers. But we made ourselves strong and said, we're going to overcome this. We're going to recover. And we did the same from the riots. We said, instead of having people arguing, or protesting in the streets, let's get them in a room and talk about what change we really need to influence, what we really need to do to affect change and to make people feel that their voices are being heard, they're feeling equal, and there's an equal playing field.